Most businesses that try link building do it completely wrong. They buy a package of 200 links, then they watch the rankings not move, and then they decide link building didn't really work. Well, that's not the case. It worked, just not the way they think it did. Links in 2026 are still one of the biggest ranking signals from Google's algorithm. In 2026, they also influence whether the AI engines like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, or Google's overviews actually cite your website. If you want to show up in traditional search and in AI search, you need a strong backlink profile. Today, I'm breaking down 8 strategies that are working right now. No gray hat, no link purchases, and no shortcuts that blow up the next time Google updates. So let's go. For those of you who don't know, I'm Nathan Hawks, the president of Arcane Marketing, and we've been building SEO strategies for healthcare businesses for well over 10 years now. We've managed many link building campaigns for practices from small single location clinics to multi-site healthcare networks and hospitals. This is what actually works. Here's the thing about link building in 2026 that most tutorials skip. The quality threshold has shifted dramatically. Google has gotten so much better at identifying low quality links and then just ignoring them. So 200 links from sites that nobody reads, so Google shrugs. 5 links from authoritative relevant sources, and your rankings are going to move. The game is no longer how many links you can get, it's how many of the right links that you can earn. And earning is the right word. These are essentially looked at as votes of confidence. You don't buy the votes, you earn them. So strategy 1, digital PR and the original research. This is the highest ceiling of strategy available, and it's massively underused. The concept, create something worth citing. This means original data, a proprietary survey, a unique analysis of industry trends. Maybe journalists need sources. If you publish findings that readers care about, well, they'll link to you. A healthcare practice can run a 200 patient survey on how patients search for providers, and a marketing agency can publish that data from their own client base. You're not asking for a favor, you're handing someone a story, and that's completely different from conversation. Strategy 2, broken link building. This one works because it solves a real problem for the site owner. Find a website in your industry with pages that have broken outbound links pointing to URLs that maybe no longer exist. Alert the site owner to the broken links, offer your content as a replacement. There's even a free Chrome extension called Check My Links that makes finding them really easy. The pitch writes itself. You might say something like, hey, I noticed this link on your page is pointing to a 404 error. Here's something current that probably could work in its place. You are not asking for a favor, you are actually doing them one. Strategy 3, unlinked brand mentions. This is the easiest conversation in link building. If someone has already mentioned your business or your team by name online without linking to you, that's a warm lead. Search for your brand name, your own name, your key content titles. When you find a mention without a link, reach out and ask. They already thought you were worth mentioning. The conversion rate on these requests is so much higher than cold outreach. And you're not introducing yourself. You're just asking them to finish the thought. Strategy 4, guest posting. You've probably heard that guest posting is dead, and that's mostly wrong. What's dead is low quality posts on random sites that exist only to pass link. What does work is genuinely useful content published on sites that your audience actually reads. Here's an easy way to find those opportunities. Find a respected author in your niche who does a lot of guest posting. Find a headshot from their bio, then paste it into Google reverse image search. It'll return a list of every site that has been published of their work. Well, that's your guest posting target list. Okay, strategy 5, link roundups. Link roundups are posts from bloggers and publications that create the best content they found on a specific topic. Their entire purpose is to link out. Search in Google your keyword plus link roundup or your keyword and best of, and you'll find a relevant one. Pitch the editor a short, specific message about why your content fits best. Maybe in 2 sentences, not a form letter, not a novel. Build content first, then pitch. Strategy 6, the moving man method. Find a site or a page in your niche that has changed significantly, rebranded, or shut down. It's still getting links from other sites that haven't updated yet. Use a tool like Ahrefs to find who's linking to that outdated URL. Reach out to those places. Let them know the content they're linking to is outdated and no longer available. Offer your content as a good replacement. Again, you're solving a problem. A link to a dead page is a liability for the readers, and you're the solution. Strategy 7, podcast appearances. Getting on a podcast in your industry has two compounding effects: the link in the show notes, and then the authority signal of being associated with that platform. Most industries have more podcast placement opportunities than people realize. Search your niche in Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Look for shows with consistent publishing and a real audience. Pitch a specific angle that you think you can speak to from real experience. Not, I want to share marketing tips. Rather, say something like, I want to talk about why most healthcare practices are invisible in AI search results, and then what you can do about it. Now that's a pitch that someone says yes to. Okay, strategy 8, resource page link building. Universities, professional associations, and established industry sites often maintain resource pages with curated links to useful content. These pages exist to specifically link out. For healthcare marketing companies, targets include medical associations, local chamber of commerce sites, and state-level professional organizations. So search things like cite:/edu, your keyword plus resources, or cite:/.org, your keyword plus links. When you find a relevant page, pitch your content in 1 or 2 sentences of exactly what it covers and why it belongs on that list. Done. Here's the best thing that nobody has said. Link building doesn't just matter for Google anymore. AI search engines, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Google overviews, and other things use authority signals and citation patterns to decide which sources to trust. Strong backlink profile, especially from authoritative industry sources, make your site more likely to show up in AI-generated answers. If you want to get cited by ChatGPT when someone asks, what's the best healthcare SEO agency, the path runs through content authority, and that includes who vouches for you. Links are still votes of confidence. They're just being counted in more places now. So here's a summary of the 8 strategies: digital PR and original research, broken link building, unlinked brand mentions, guest posting done right, link roundups, the moving man method, podcast appearances, and then resource page outreach. None of these are quick. All of them compound though. The businesses that win long-term are the ones that treat links as a byproduct of being genuinely useful. And if you want to know what your own link profile looks like right now and compare it to your competitors, well, we do a free SEO audit at Arcane Marketing. You'll find that in the link below. We'll see you in the next one.